Hi guys, welcome to the Wellness Collective's free yoga on Saturday. My name is Sam and I'm the yoga instructor there. And today we're going to be moving on with the niyamas and doing our vinyasa yoga flow inspired by the third niyama, which is tapas. And tapas really means self-discipline, it's perseverance, it's austerity, but it also means that heat that you need for transformation. It's the root of the word is a Sanskrit word, tap, and that means to burn, to evoke a fiery sense of passion or discipline. And it's basically the discipline we have to come back to the mat day after day. It's the foundation to like our ritual of practice. It's about the keeping the promises and agreements that we make to ourselves in all areas of our lives, on and off the mat. So like when you say like, I'm going to do this for myself, or I'm going to get a brilliant workout, or I'm going to, really go home and take a bath, or I'm going to do this for myself, or I'm going to do that for yourself. It's following through on that and committing to that, whether that's, taking a new class or going to therapy or doing yoga, whatever it may be, doing shadow work, you make that decision and you commit to it. And tapas is really that fire within us that helps us commit to it. And they say like without consistent daily action, there's no transformation, because it's in those daily habits, it's in those little things that we consistently do that really start to change who we are, that really start to change physically, mentally, and emotionally. And tapas is that fire that we need to keep coming back to our mat. And it might look different each day. Some days I get up in the morning and I go to my mat and I want to do like an hour power flow and I just want to move and I want to get the energy out. And some days I want to get up and I don't have that energy, especially these days. I just don't have that energy and I want something a little more slower. And so sometimes I'll just do like a half hour yin flow, or sometimes I'll just meditate. But the point is that I get up every day and I get onto my mat, because on my mat, that's my time. That's for me. That's my time to connect with myself, my time to have that practice with myself. So, the postures and the asanas, they might be different from day to day, but the point is setting that intention and coming back. And it really just reminds us that's the key to change, is just that commitment and that commitment to yourself. And it's not saying that some days you can't have an off, like, of course, you need to take the day off, you need to listen to your body. But tapas is just that fire within us that keeps us coming back. That's like, no, I want to do this for me because this is going to be better for me in the end. And, it's like that Buddha quote, person who masters himself through self-control and discipline is truly undefeatable. Because when you have self-control and you have discipline within yourself, then you can really accomplish anything. I don't know why my video went off. Sorry about that. It was weird. But anyway, with that, we're going to get started over onto our mats. Just give me 1 second. We're just going to start today in easy pose, just coming to a comfortable seated position on our mats. And again, like always, just taking a few deep breaths to really just start to settle into your body and start to connect with yourself. And feel your breath going in and out. Just starting to set your intention for today, whether that's just to be connected to your body, whether that's to commitment to yourself today, to do things that make you feel good, whether, whatever your intention may be with your practice today. Inhale, raise our arms up. As we exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. We're just going to start with some neck rolls. Just bring your right ear down to your right shoulder, your chin down to your chest, left ear over your left shoulder, And then roll it back. Slowly listening to your body, not pressing it too much. And going as far as feels good. Maybe it doesn't feel good for you to roll your head in the back. It doesn't usually for me, so you want to keep your head to one side. Exhale as you come down. Back up. And return your head to neutral. Inhale your arms up. As we exhale, bring that right hand to your left knee, that left hand behind you. Twist, looking over your left shoulder. Starting to wake your spine up. Keeping your spine straight and your chest lifted. As you twist, inhale, lift up. As you exhale, twist a little more. Your right hand on your left knee. Lift that left arm up. As you inhale and exhale, stretch it over, stretching the side body. Keeping your sit bones on the mat. Just feeling that stretch in the side body. Release. And we're going to do the other side. So inhale up. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Twisting, looking over the right shoulder. And inhaling, lifting your chest up. Exhaling, twisting a little bit more. Release, leaving that left hand on your right knee. To right arm up. And exhale, push it over. Release. I'm going to bring the soles of your feet together into your butterfly pose. Sometimes far away or as close to your body as feels good. Just want to try and wake the hips up, stretch the thighs a little bit. Go as close or as far away from your body as feels good. Holding onto your ankles. You can try and push your knees down. It's okay if they're up here. Just going to try and push them down a little bit. Inhaling up. Exhaling, start to walk your hands down in front of you. Really stretching those hip flexors. Back up. We're going to make our way over into our tabletop. So just coming over to your hands and knees position, your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're just going to start with some cat cows. So inhaling, look up, bring your belly button to your mat, roll your shoulders back, lift your tailbone. And exhale, round your shoulders, bring your navel to your spine, tuck your tailbone. Inhale. Exhale. You can always go at your own pace with these. If it feels good to put some movement. rounding your hips from side to side. Good. Bring them down. Slowly waking your body up, little by little. Just moving to what feels good for you, listening to your body. Back to neutral. Inhale with that right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle through, bring the right shoulder to your mat. Leave this left hand just on your fingertips, or you can walk it over to the right corner of your mat for a little bit more. Just breathing here, making sure to keep your hips over your knees. Breathing in, imagine that oxygen just going to that muscle, your shoulder blade. And release back to your tabletop. Do the other side. Inhale, lift the left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle through, bringing that left shoulder blade down to your mat. Walking that right hand over to the left corner of your mat. Or if it feels better, you want to reach it around, grab the thigh. Do that also. Inhaling. And release. Back to our tabletop. And we're going to inhale, get that right leg out straight behind you. Lift that left hand out in front of you. Just take a couple breaths here, inhaling, balancing, and exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Now bend that right knee, pick it up. Inhale. On our exhale, bring our knee to our elbow. And back up. Reach that left hand around, grab onto that right ankle. And just kick that right foot up towards the ceiling. Stretching that hip, that back. Focusing on your drishti point for balance. And release. And let that left hand down. Bring that knee into your nose again. And step it through into your low lunge. Hands up, palms together. Pushing that left hip forward, that right hip back. Another deep breath here. Inhale. Exhale. More inhale. When we exhale, straighten that right leg out, coming over into our half split. So flexing that right foot. Inhaling your chest up. Exhaling, folding over from your waist. We want to be rounding. And keep our spine straight, our chest lifted. Have some blocks. Those are really good for back splits. Give you an extra stability. And back to your low lunge. You can leave your hands at the side for a little extra support. Or if you want to bring them overhead or on top of your knee, whatever feels good for you. So bring that left hip a little bit more. Push it forward. Exhale, straighten that right leg out. And now just bring that left hand over to the right side of your mat. We're just going to twist a little bit. Walking your hands back as you fold over. Feel a stretch in that side tibial muscle. You want to lift that right hand up. Or you could just leave it down for support, whatever feels good. Back here, inhaling, exhaling. Coming back through center, back into our crescent low lunge. And your hands on top of the knee. Bend that left knee, grab onto the ankle, and try and pull it in towards your glutes. Keeping that right knee bent. So you're bending into that front knee, stretching this left quad. Looking forward. Just taking a few deep breaths here. And release. Now we're just going to step that right foot back into our tabletop. Sit. Our hands are over our knees again. I mean, our shoulders are over our hands, our hips are over our knees. We're going to do the other side. So lift that left leg up, straight behind you. That right arm out in front of you. Just take a few breaths here to balance. Balancing through your core. Bending that knee, pushing it up, and exhale, knee to elbow, back up, reach that right arm around, picking that left foot up towards the ceiling. As much as you can. And release. And then bring that knee to nose, step it through to our low lunge. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Pushing that left hip back, that right hip forward now. Couple more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. As we exhale, just straighten that left leg out, flexing that left foot. And coming into our half splits. Really making sure you're keeping your spine straight and your chest lifted, so we're bending from our waist. Inhaling back into our low lunge. Again, you can put your hands on your knee, side, whatever feels good. Pushing that right hip forward, that left hip back, so they're kind of trying to stay even. And exhale, leg out. And then now bring the right hand over to the left side. Just begin to twist your body, walking your hands over as we're folding over also. Just getting a different kind of stretch in that hamstring. If you want to lift that left arm up a little bit deeper, you can. You can also sit down. I feel like I get a better stretch like this. Back to center. Coming back into our low crescent lunge. Our hands on the knee. Bending that right knee, pulling that in a little bit closer towards our body. So bend into that left front knee also. Really getting a good stretch in that right quad. And release. Step that left foot back into our tabletop. Then we're just going to push ourselves back into our child pose. So bring your sit bones to your heels. Walking your hands forward towards the top of your mat. Your forehead on your mat. Letting your breath settle. Nice. Inhale, push your hips forward. Coming into our cobra pose. So there would be a slight bend in your elbows. Your hips and thighs are on the mat. Just lifting our shoulders up. A slight back bend. Inhale and look over your left shoulder. Lifting that left hip slightly off your mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. And release yourself down to your mat. And release your hands behind your back. Inhale, lift up. Lift your feet up, coming into our locust pose. Your feet are like glued together, lifting your legs up a little bit more. And release. Then with your right hand out in front of you, and that left knee, grab onto that left ankle and just pull it in towards your body. Stretching that hamstring a little bit more. You want to kick that left foot up. Your half bow pose. Inhale. Exhale. And release. And the left hand out in front of you. Reach the right arm around and grab onto that right ankle. Inhale, lift up. And release. And put yourself into your cobra again. And see if you can bend both of your knees. Try and get them close to your head as possible. Stretching our spine out. And release. Lifting up into our upward dog. And tucking your toes into our first down dog. You have a slight bend in your knees. Just walk each leg out. And then one knee and then the other. And bringing both heels to the mat if possible. If not, you can always have a bend in your knee. Whatever feels good for you. We're just pushing the mat away with our hands and our feet. Broadening your shoulders. Your shoulder blades are wrapping around your ribs. Your hips are lifted up. Your spine is straight. Next inhale, we're going to come onto the balls of our feet. Just roll forward into plank. Bend the knees and come back into down dog. Onto the balls of the feet. Just do a couple rolls like this. Just waking up the spine, waking up our core, waking up your whole body really. And back to down dog. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Coming into our standing forward fold. letting your body drift over. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. If you want to grab onto your big toes with your two peace fingers, pull yourself in a little bit closer. Or you could grab onto the back of your calves or your thighs. Just try and fold yourself in a little bit more. I'm going to sit real quick. You want to grab opposite elbows. Let gravity do most of the work and just let your body hang. Feels good to rock side to side. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. So from our standing forward fold, just gonna let your fingertips slowly raise up the side of your body. Slowly raise up to the mountain pose, rolling our shoulders back, our palms facing forward. Hips are about, feet are about hip distance apart. Inhale, raise your arms up, palms touch. You want to do a slight back bend, reaching your fingertips towards the back wall. As we exhale, sit down into our chair pose. So just sitting down as far back as you can, your hands be out in front of you. Be at your heart center, whatever feels good for you. Taking a few breaths here, inhale, exhale. Exhale, more inhale, and exhale, release into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, your upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, that right leg up to your three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Bend the knee, step your hips. Just opening the hip a little bit. We're just gonna make big circles with the hip, with the knee right now. Let's bring the knee down, up and back. Just working that hip flexor again. These circles can be as big or as small as feels good for you. And step it through between your hands, coming into our high lunge. Just really bending into that front right knee, straightening that back left leg, arms up. Inhale, bring your hands out to cactus. As we exhale, straighten that right foot. Adjust that back foot in closer. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, going a little bit deeper. Exhale. More inhale. And exhale. So bring that back left foot down. Bend into that front right knee. Into our warrior one. Our hips are squared towards the top of our mat. This back foot is down to like a 35, 45 degree angle, whatever feels good. Shoulders are over our hips. Palms together. Straighten that right foot out. Grab opposite elbows. Or if you want to have blocks at the side or leave your hands down for stability, you could do that also. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold over into our pyramid pose. And just keeping your spine straight and your chest lifted as we just fold over from our waist. Bring your hands down to the side. Another 2 breaths here, inhaling. Exhaling. And bend into that right knee again, lifting up into our warrior one. And windmill the hands open into our warrior two, bringing that back left foot almost parallel with the back of the mat. Your right front foot stays the same, looking over our right fingertips. Into our warrior two. Inhale, flip the palm, with that left hand, slide down the left leg, reach the right arm up and over, or reverse warrior. Inhale back up, bring that right elbow to your right knee, that left arm up and over, or extended side angle. 2 breaths here. Back up to your warrior two. Now bring that left hand around the back, that right arm up and over in our bound reverse warrior. See if you go a little bit deeper this time. Stretching that right arm up and over. Another 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. And back up. Bring that right hand now to the inside of the right foot. That left arm up and over. Our extended side angle. And inhale, lift up, straightening that left leg out, bending into that left knee, and coming into our side lunge. Now you could stay here, or if you can't go all the way down, you just say go as far as feels good for you. Can't get all the way down, that's great. Bring that left leg to the inside of the knee. Lift that right arm up. So just opening up that left hip a little bit more. Looking up at your right fingertips. And another breath here, inhale and exhale. And as we inhale, lift back up, bending into that right front knee, back into our warrior two. We're gonna just bring that right palm towards the mat, lifting that left foot up, coming into our half moon. I'm just holding that left leg out like a T. And breath, inhale and exhale. Inhale. And as we exhale, bend that right knee, coming back into our warrior two. Straighten that right knee, push the hips out to the left, the right fingertips down, inside of the right foot, looking up at the left fingertips, coming into our Trikonasana or triangle pose. And grab onto your right big toes if that feels good. Or just leave your palm flat, or just come onto the tips of your fingers, or if you have a block, listen to your body, whatever feels good for you. Another 2 breaths here, inhaling, exhale. Inhale, lift yourself back up. Exhale, bring that left hand down the left leg. Reach that right arm up for a reverse triangle. Lifting up your right fingertips now. Inhale, back up. And realize, turn your toes so they're facing the side of your mat. Place your hands behind your back. Now lift your chest up. Exhale, fold forward. Do wide-legged forward fold. Have your toes slightly pointed in, your heels slightly out. You try and bring your fists down towards your mat. Stretching your shoulders and your hamstrings. And release your hands. Slowly lift back up. Feel till your feet, so your heels are facing in, your toes are facing out. And lift up into our goddess pose. So we're gonna have our feet pointed out. We're gonna bend our knees so they're at a 90-degree angle. Putting our arms into cactus. Sinking down as far as feels good. If you can go this far, that's great. Just go as far as feels good for your body. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're just going to turn over to that right knee, coming back into our right runner's lunge again. That left hand is right on the inside of the right foot. Lift that right arm up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift up into our revolved high lunge. Bring that right hand on the left leg. Left hand up. Taking 2 breaths here. And round your arms back down. Step back into plank, chaturanga. Inhale up. Exhale down. Walk your feet towards your hands. And slowly roll up to mountain again. And do the other side. You're going to inhale, lift your arms up. Slight back bend. And into our chair. And hands at heart center, out in front of you. Whatever feels good, just sitting back as far as feels comfortable for you. You want your knees to go past your toes. One more breath here, inhaling. Exhaling. And release into your forward fold. So you guys sip the water real quick. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Gonna do the other side. Lift that left leg up to your 3-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Bend the knees, stack your hips. We're gonna do some hip circles on this side now. Bring that left knee down, up, and up. And step it through between your hands into your high lunge. Lift up, bending into that left knee. Inhale your arms into cactus out at a 90-degree angle. And as we exhale, straighten that left foot, bring your palms to touch. Inhale, bending cactus arms. Exhale, palms to touch. Inhale. Try and go a little bit deeper each time. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Right foot down at a 35 to 45 degree angle. That feels good for you. Bending into that left knee. Our hips are facing the top of the mat. Our shoulders are over our hips. Into our warrior one. Straighten that left leg. Grab opposite elbows if that feels good for you. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, hold down over the left leg. You can release your hands at your side if that feels better. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift up, bend into that left knee. Bring your hand palms to touch into our warrior one. And as we exhale, windmill the hands open. Bring that back right foot so it's almost parallel with the back of the mat. Looking over the left fingertips. Our warrior two. Flip that left palm, bring that right hand down the right leg. That left arm up and over. And a reverse warrior. 2 breaths here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift back up. Bring that left elbow to the left knee. Right arm up and over. Our extended side angle. Again, 2 breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, lift that up. Reach that right arm around to that left thigh. Reach that left arm up and over. For our bound reverse track, reverse warrior. See if you could go a little bit deeper. And release that left hand down by the left foot. Right arm up and over. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Inhale back up. Now bending into that right knee. Coming on to our side lunge on the other side. Bring that right arm in front of the right knee. Lift that left hand up and over. And inhaling back to our warrior 2. And now bringing that left hand down to coming to our half moon on the other side. If you can get the leg off the ground also, that's okay. Just lift it as high as feels good for you. It's about working on your balance. Some days are better than others. Another inhale and exhale. Inhale. As we exhale, bend that left knee coming back into our warrior 2. Straighten that left leg. Push the hips out to the right. And the left fingertips down to the left foot, looking up at the right hand in our triangle pose. Another 2 breaths here, inhaling and exhale. Okay. My dog. Okay. Lift back up and bring your right hand down the right leg. The left hand up in our reverse triangle. And the right hand down as far as you can on the right leg. And lifting back up, turning your feet so they're facing the side of your mat. Inhaling, lift up. Exhale, fold forward. Grab onto your left leg with your right hand. Bring your nose, your forehead to your left knee. It feels good to lift that left arm up, you can. And over to the other side, one at a hand. Coming onto your right leg with your left hand. Lifting that right arm up. And back to center. Now we're going to turn heel toe our feet so our toes are pointing out, our heels are pointing in. Inhale, lift up into our goddess pose. So our elbows are at 90-degree angles. 2 breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. And then just pivoting onto the right toes of your feet, coming over into our left runner's lunge. Leaning that right palm beside the left foot. Lift that left arm up, looking up at your left fingertips. Inhale, lift yourself up, your revolved lunge. Reach that left arm for the the right leg. Right arm up and over. And windmill your hands back over. Step back out to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale that right leg up again. Bend the knee. And stack your hips. Slowly let that right foot fall down to the ground. Reaching that right hand out in front of you into our wild thing. Another inhale in here. Exhale. Flip that foot back over. Bring that right leg into your three-legged dog. And stepping through into our high lunge again. Bring your hands to heart center. And slowly lift up. Coming into our warrior three. Coming into a T position here. One breath in. And release your hands down to your mat. Lift that left leg up a little bit higher into your standing split. And release down into your forward fold. Inhale, back up. Now we're going to turn. I'm just going to show you. We're just going to bring our left foot into our tree pose. Moving it onto the right calf or the inside of the right thigh. Whatever feels good for you. Your hands can be overhead or they can be at heart center. Focusing on the drishti point in front of you to keep your balance. Just going to turn back. Now releasing your leg down. Just bend the knee, grab onto the left heel, bringing it in towards your glute. Getting ready for our dancer pose. Grab onto the inside of the left ankle. That right arm out in front of you. Slowly kick that left foot up towards the ceiling. We come into our dancer pose. You want to use a wall or a chair for some balance. You can definitely do that. Just want to make sure that your hips are kind of square, facing up and facing down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Halfway lift. Jump or step out to your plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lift the left leg up now. Bend the knees, stack the hips. Bring that left foot down. And flip over to your wild thing. Looking out at your left fingertips, pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. And release back over. Bring that left leg into three-legged dog. Step it through into your high lunge again. Hands at heart center. Slowly push off. Coming into your warrior three. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands down. Lift that right leg up a little bit higher into your standing split. And release down for your standing forward fold. Just again, we're going to come into our tree pose on this side. Right foot to the left calf or the inside of the left thigh. Hands overhead. Or down at heart center. This way. Another breath in and out. Not releasing that right leg down, grab onto the right ankle. Pull it in towards your body, towards your butt. If this is as far as you can go, that's fine. Just work on balancing on this one leg. Your flamingo. I'm going to try for the dancer. Grab the inside of the right ankle. Left arm up. And slowly kick up the right leg as you come forward. Two breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Down to our standing forward fold. We're going to inhale, arms up. And exhale, sit back into your chair. And just slowly lower yourself down. All the way down, coming into our boat pose. So you can do an easy boat pose with your knees are bent like this. Or if you want to straighten them all the way out, And release your legs down out in front of you. Your palms, your fingers are facing your body. And push your hips up into our upward plank. Tilting your head back. And release down. Coming into our staff pose. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Or seated forward fold. Again, you don't want to be rounding over and a bend from your waist, so keeping your spine straight, your chest lifted. If you have a strap or a towel, that can usually help also. Back up, bring the soles of your feet to your mat, bend your knees. Slowly begin to lower yourself down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Now we're just going to slowly start to bring our body back to base. So you're going to lift that left foot on top of the right knee. This feels good for you like this, and you just like to push that left knee out a little bit. It's fine. If you want a little bit more, lift that right leg up and straighten it out. Grab onto the back of your right knee. Just pull it in towards your body a little bit more, stretching that left hip in our reclined pigeon pose. Release that right leg down. Grab onto the outside of the left knee with your right hand. Slowly bring it down towards the right side of your body. And the supine spinal twist. Looking over your left fingertips. Just letting your body relax. And then release back to center. And bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Again, if this feels good, stay here. If you want a little bit more, lift that left leg up. Grab behind the left knee. And just pull it in towards your body a bit more. And your body start to release any tension it's built up over this class, over this day, over this week. So much tension in our hips. And grab the outside of the right knee as we lower that left leg down. Pull that right knee over to the left side of the body. Looking over the right fingertip. Release back to center. And both your knees into your chest. Grab the outside of both of your feet. Coming into our happy baby. You want to just rock back and forth if that feels good for you. If you like the stillness, you can stay there. Ready, if you want to bring the soles of your feet together, coming into our reclined Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. And have one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Just get connected with your breath again. Feel the breath go in, out. in through your mouth, your chest, your lungs, your ribs, your belly, out your belly. Chest, and then if you want to stay here and just feel your breath, or if you want to release your legs down into your Savasana, I like to leave my hands here because it connects me more to my breath. You're more than welcome to release your hands down to your side, palms facing up. Feel the tingling in your body as it starts to settle. That's what tapas is about. It's about coming back day after day, that commitment you make to yourself, because it makes you feel good, it makes you feel better, it improves your life. No, it's not a punishment for something to improve that fire within us. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you want. If you're ready to come up, just bend your knees, come over to your side, and slowly push yourself up. Coming into a comfortable seated position. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Hands at heart center. Just give yourself gratitude for showing up on your mat today, for doing something good for yourself, for your body. Grateful for your body for showing up and doing what it needs to, and growing and stretching. Our bodies really are amazing and resilient. The more resilience we build in our bodies, the more strength we build in our minds. Practice on the mat translates off the mat. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys got something out of today's practice. If you have any questions about yamas or niyamas or yoga in general, feel free to reach out. I love talking about all that stuff. So I'm at Sam Cam Yoga. If you guys have any questions, hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.